Well, Decky,
Right, far.
the sound quality could be absolutely fucking shocking here, so it could, but in fairness, couldn't be any worse than the last night.
No, that was possibly the worst I could ever experience, maybe.
Yeah. Well, I'll put it this way: if we haven't put the video of this out, what are you drinking at the present moment? Like, I'm drinking nothing, and what are you drinking?
I've gone for a combo tonight, farmer. So I have gone for. I couldn't make my mind up. All right, and just to start off, I wanted a cup of tea. I'll just put that out there straight away. I
Right.
wanted a cup of tea, but there's no tea bags in the house. So I thought, well, I still want a wee caffeine hit. So I went for coffee. Not ideal at this time of night. Okay.
Yes.
And then for some reason, wine entered my head. So I've gone for a coffee and wine combo. Okay. But I had no wine glasses. So I've gone for a gin glass, the goldfish bowl one.
Oh, lovely. Just to set it off, like
Aye.
people
So so
swirl it, and
half a
that.
bottle, half a bottle to a glass.
So let's say we've got caffeine and we've got wine. I mean, like you
Hmm.
really belong in Buckfast Abbey, don't you?
I can't see me getting much sleep tonight.
No, I can't see it either, to be perfectly honest. But you know that
No.
that is a good idea for maybe a new shop around Noma, maybe.
Some kind of like cafe Nero come winery, and it with wine with a hint of coffee.
Yeah, there's definitely a play in Cafe Nero there. You know, a word play on that. You get the
It's wonder there's not been more. You've Irish whiskey, like no
yeah
Irish coffee.
Irish
I said
Irish
Irish
coffee.
whiskey.
Yeah,
I don't know Irish
I,
coffee.
why is coffee and wine never been done though?
I
Well,
don't
maybe it
know.
has.
I think it'll go well together.
Yeah,
I'm gonna look into this.
you could be like you could be in Dragon's Den next year, so you could
That's it.
you and Duncan Valentine.
I'll be up, yeah, with my bottles of Nescafe
Yeah, I'm out.
beside the Malbecs.
You taking your little wares up in the lift with you,
And it'll be perfect. Yeah. Was it Valentine you call him? But the Scottish boy?
Duncan Valentine. I'm out. What do you got
I'm
there, Wamba?
Aye.
I'm
We'll
out.
say we have coffee drinkers all over the world. We have wine drinkers all over the world. Let's bring them together. It's a win-win.
Yeah, you're killing a lot of
Kill
birds
the
with one
laws.
stone there.
Yeah.
Well, what have you been up to since
That's
then,
what.
eh?
Well, for someone asked me the other day, have I ever got revenge on anybody, farmer?
Ever got what revenge?
Revenge on anybody. Revenge, yeah.
Right.
You know how they say revenge is a this best served cold, isn't
It's very Bond, that, isn't
it? Yeah. Who would say that? Who would say that?
it? Goldfinger would probably say it. I'd say,
Goldfinger.
for
Yeah.
you, Mister Band.
I know a man. No, hold on. I don't know. I have to distance myself from this. I've
Like, you don't know
I've
this
heard
man?
I've heard of a person
Yes.
who, for revenge, got the victim's toothbrush and scared the toilet bowl with it.
I've heard that happen before.
Yes, and left it back.
Ooh.
Now knowing that that person's going to use. Uh, see, the older I'm getting, the more I'm thinking revenge isn't really all it's cracked up to be because it doesn't really solve anything
Yeah.
other than maybe satisfaction for the person knowing they've got revenge. Like,
Or
but is it
revenge.
not better watching the person? you know?
I heard one time. It was actually on that podcast on the Kosh. And do you know what a boy done? There was a new footballer at the club.
Mm.
It was kind of, the way there's always initiation and whatnot, but there was absolutely nothing. And then one of the boys asked for the new dad's key if he could go up for a lie down, you know. So out there was
Mm-hmm.
grabbed by the boy thought nothing of it. He goes, "I come here and work away or whatever." But what the boy done was he went up to the chair, right, and he took the head of the chair and he shot inside the head of the chair
Oh, Christ. Gosh. Just,
and put it back on again. So obviously the boy went to take the chair the next day and he was greeted with just
oh, Jesus
absolute mess.
Christ.
So there you go. That's probably worse than the toilet bowl. Like.
That reminds me of the boy from Slough Neil and the Pringles incident.
That's at the bottom of the can.
But halfway through,
Like, I
I don't,
mean,
I don't know if we want to tell that story.
no, but one, but I mean, both me and you are familiar with that their story. But I mean, like, do you not think the flavor would be altered slightly as you went further down the can? When you kept eating, like,
There'll be discolorization the further
yeah.
you went down the can.
I mean, like,
What I don't understand how he got it so neat.
I know. Well, that's well, maybe,
How,
maybe,
how did he
maybe.
know it was going to be so neat? Is it that regular?
He's a man, obviously, at
Well,
one
if
with his
I get us
body.
that point right, I don't think it was that regular.
No, I know the boy you're on about too. But I mean, like, at what stage do you know? How many Pringles do you have to eat for it not to taste like sour cream and chive anymore?
There's a distinct coffee taste to these Pringles.
Yeah, you know. Mm, I can definitely get a hint of sea salt now. You know, like Christ almighty.
I'm wondering at what stage was that boy sitting around his house or something, going, "Oh, I know what I'm going to do."
There's a large bit of me doesn't believe that story either. You know what, but, like,
Oh no, I wouldn't believe it, Farmer. I believe. From memory, I was a witness.
oh, Jesus, wait.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I didn't know that. Oh, I just heard the story, like, oh, wampa.
Oh no, 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 no. That's factual. That's.
Jesus Christ almighty. I'd
Uh-huh.
love to get him on sometime, right enough.
It'd have a story or two.
I'd say there's been a story or two since then. What we left college 21, wasn't it?
Aye, aye, aye,
Like, there'd been a story or 10 since then, too, like.
aye. What was it he used to say? It was, I can't remember. So,
Oh, no,
but
no, that would actually give it away, wampa.
aye, okay, okay. Me too much. I'll sample the wine now. So,
If you know, you know.
if you know, you know. That's right.
Right, hey,
Joanne,
did
eh?
we have any correspondence or anything last week? I mean, like, basically
Well,
from memory,
funny
from
you should
memory.
say that. I was just about to say, Joanne was asking
Oh, right.
and saying we were on about me and Ashley went at Dubrovnik, but she was asking, did we go anywhere during the summer holidays? I
Yeah.
mean, like a summer holiday trip with family and all that kind of crack. And I suppose we go away in the caravan, like a touring caravan, so we go different places. No, we were down in Rossgull, a place called Rossgull, outside Downlands. Go to Downlands, you keep going.
Yes.
Ross, lovely place. Now, in one of the nights, we nearly got blown away. If the wind hit it.
Lovely.
And there in America, you've got those hurricanes,
Yes.
you know, like just a small sample of that, you know.
Yes.
It's like I was almost waking up the next day and saying, we're not in Rossgull anymore.
We've been transported back home.
Aye, something like that. But there was something I noticed. We went down to one of the beaches, and you can actually book a sauna hut,
Right.
so you can sit in it and look out. Sit in a sauna hut. It's like some kind of old caravan looking thing. And you can sit in it and look out over the sea. It's all
Oh,
enclosed on
lovely.
perspex front. So the sea. And then you come out, jump into the sea, go for a wee swimmy, try to avoid the jellyfish,
A lot of them.
come back in.
A lot of them. I've noticed there's a lot more than
Uh,
whenever we were young.
It seems to be. I don't remember jellyfish about the
Yeah.
place when I. Well, you remember the odd one, like but you don't
Uh,
remember so much.
we were out in Mullaghmore and like there's no waves or nothing there, and the place was just riddled with them. Like,
You were down recently.
yeah, but say it was probably the end of August. I think it was.
Aye, aye. But everywhere you go now, there seems to be jellyfish.
No, no, I know.
Lost Nile, they're getting a lot. Like
Oh, I must be the old global warming.
must be the old global war. Wouldn't mind, but you can't have much. Like what use the jellyfish have?
And all, they're a bit like fucking wasps and rats. Like, there's no real use
Aye.
for them for the fuckers. Like,
The only thing I've ever seen them being useful for is entertaining children by them just poking at it with the sticks.
fucking hell, hey, chat shit, get banged to them bastards though. Hey, they'll fucking
Do
get
you know
you
what
in the
that's
long
not
run.
true about if you get stung by a jellyfish peeing on the sting?
I reckon that was a piss take, so to speak. Like,
Literally was a piss take.
I was thinking that.
Do
I was thinking that.
you
Like,
know that saying, taking the piss?
yes, well, I'm
Do you know
familiar.
where that comes from?
Where?
So say, for example, 200 years ago. Actually, I think up by, is it Middlesbrough? I think Middlesbrough, or I think it's Middlesbrough. Uh, was it upon time? So anyway, the barge boats would be going out and in, and the ships. All right.
Hmm.
Now, urine was used for a lot of things like tanneries and all for letting and all.
Yeah.
So then, but people didn't want to admit it, like that they're making a quick buck just by shipping urine. And they say, oh, "What do you got?" And they go, "Oh, whatever, merchandise, and then people go, "Ah, no, you're taking the piss."
So that's where that came from.
Apparently, that's where that came from. Yeah.
See, I love shit like that. There's tons of other phrases that are like that
No,
too.
piss, piss, not shit.
Right. Very good. Very good. Hey.
But do you know you're saying like people say urine for the jellyfish thing?
Hmm.
Apparently, the best thing for it is salt water.
So just stay in the sea then.
Aye, wash it
Yeah.
off with salt water.
Or just what about just pissing in the sea and then you you're covering both bases then.
But you don't have to be stung to be peeing in the sea.
Ah, well, that's true as well.
Yeah,
It's just basically the ocean's just a big toilet, so it is.
it is. But one of the problems I had before getting onto the steam hut was the age-old problem of getting changed under the towel.
Oh, like the Mr. Bean one.
Aye,
Yeah.
that's it.
So you had to get the
You
speedos
know.
on underneath the towel, did you?
Aye. Have to get clothes off, clothes on underneath the towel.
Aye.
But I've kind of solved how to do that.
Hey,
I've kind of solved how to bypass that.
I'm all ears here.
Just don't give a shit about your shorts getting wet.
Aye. Well,
It's that. There's another thing too. So say Victorian times, Georgian times, like you're talking about 100, 150 years ago, they used to have those huts, but it used to be for getting changed in.
aye.
They would have to. Why not just keep them? Why not bring them back? I think they would
Are
do
they,
a
are they,
business.
are they like the wee things at the top of the beach with different colour of doors and all?
Yeah,
They were
you'd
class.
go in there. I think bring them back.
Is it like Brighton Piers them and all?
Yes. Aye.
Um, I like them. I like them.
Yeah.
Do you know what? If you didn't have bed and breakfast for the night, like just lie on there.
Oh what? €2 to get changed. Go in there. It takes the hassle out of it.
Those fucking right. Aye. But sure, in this country, they'd be wrecked wrong. Right? Like,
It probably would be vandalised. They'd be used as toilets.
yeah, like much like the ocean.
Aye.
Aye. No, I was in Liverpool there last weekend.
Right.
I'm
Hmm?
still finding the effects of it here.
What were you in Liverpool for?
It was just a long overdue trip over to the brother-in-law. Um, there's four of us went over to see him and his wife. And there's a lot packed into the one weekend. We're on with it.
Well, did you see him and his wife? Oh,
Oh no, he was there. He, he was the centre of the madness with us, like so he was, But um, uh,
were they the organisers? Were they the kind of like the hosts?
they were the facilitators, yes.
Yeah, the facilitators.
The
Yeah, yes.
facilitators, yeah. So, but it was the sister-in-law. She booked it over here, and it was bloody brilliant. Hey, I went over to Goodison Park, watched Everton, and I swear to God, see that stadium. Like that's the last year of it now. They're not going to. They're moving to a new stadium after this year, but
Okay.
like it'll be enough to turn you into an Everton fan. Like that, the
I wonder
atmosphere.
what the new stadium's going to be called.
It's by the docks, so I don't know. Not too sure.
Azerbaijan Central or something.
Probably, I like there's nothing called by what it should be anymore. Like,
Who's running them? Like, is
uh,
anybody back over and stuff? Or?
it's probably some conglomerate one, but I like. Do you
Yeah.
know what? Millwall done it the right way. Whenever their stadium was called the Den, right? And then
Then?
the Den,
Oh, yeah,
the
okay,
Den,
okay.
and then whenever they moved stadium, they just called it the New Den. Like,
Yeah.
that's just the way to do it properly. Like,
Simple, precise.
exactly. No fucking about there at all. Um, but no, we went there. That was brilliant. Next night we went to a comedy club night. It was like a roast, and
Hmm.
I can't even discuss some of the fucking jokes on here. They were amazing. Like so, they were. It was phenomenal.
Anybody we know?
No, there was a fella. Was it Quaid he was called or something. He was pretty. I've seen him about before now. To be fair, but like it was free and all. It was just a comedy roast. It was that. What was it? The fucking something water, boiling water comedy club or the red water club. It'll come back to me the name, but Red Hot Comedy Club or something. I can't mind, but it's got them two boys that always be able to pop up on Facebook the whole time. The Tony
Yeah.
and Tony and Jamie, I think they're called. Um, but hey, it was brilliant. But I'll tell you the truth, one, but put me back in the mood for it again. I've been
Oh,
I've been I've been writing stuff all week here, so I have like so. I might have to give
aye.
the green room a wee shake to see if they can fit me on some stage, like so. A wee bit of a set route there as we speak, like so. Um,
Yeah.
we get back on the stage again.
You're finding your thespian side again.
I think so. I seen that it was. I mean, like, the boys up on the stage were unreal. Like you could never fucking get to that level, but I just go, fuck it. What's wrong with your nose?
That's exactly the point. I've got a white snout on me.
I think we will have to put the video of this up.
Eh?
I think we will have to put the video of this up. No, so basically, well, but that there's why we're doing this by video tonight is because do you know what? I've a wild funny feeling I've got COVID. Plus
The
I can't
COVID.
fucking I can't get off the sofa here, like so. Um, but
But hold on now, farmer. Hold on now. So you've been to Liverpool for a
yeah,
whole weekend, and you've come back, but worse for wear, and you're putting it down to COVID.
well, you see, there's the fine line, Wamba. The very
Did you
fine
do the
line.
test?
No, I
Did you
don't.
get a positive?
No, I don't know. Don't do t-
Uh,
don't do tests. Don't do tests. I'll put it this way: I shouldn't feel like this 7 days on. And if this is the way I feel 7 days on and it's not COVID, Wamba, there's going to be long term effects from that last weekend. Like
well, you're middle aged now, farmer. You know this delayed reactions. Like
delayed reaction. I suppose there's that too. Like, but
I went to the gym 5 days ago. I was grand for the first 2 days, and the third day I was buggered.
were you? It was a
Mm-hmm.
delayed effect.
Well, aches and pains. I went for a run this. Oh, I went for a run this morning, and I was doing my warm up, and rolling my ankle. You know where you roll your ankles to warm up, and that kind of
Yeah.
crack. As part of your warm, that's not your total warm up. It's rolling your ankles as part of your warm up.
It's such a sweeping statement, rolling my ankles.
I
Like,
can't think of another way.
what are you like in fucking roller skates or something? Like,
Turning my ankles.
Turning your ankles.
Warming up my ankles. Very important to warm up your ankles before any strenuous exercise.
Yes, yes.
So,
So tell me
and while I
more.
was doing that there, kind of wee bit of movement in my knee, and then I could find just my ongoing cartilage problem flying up. I could find the cartilage just poking its head between me kneecap, or between me two bones that make the kneecap.
Yes.
So it was pinching away, very sore. I thought I'll still go for a run, so um, 25-minute run.
Oh,
But
you
the
don't
rest
know.
of the day, I've been like lifting my leg about. Like I haven't been able to. Like every time I go to get up or reach or lunge, I make noises.
But sure, I think at our age we do that anyway.
Aye, but these are additional noises.
Like if I reach for the remote, oh,
Yeah,
constant groaning.
but then I'll go, and then I'd say, that knee, like those noises.
It is. That's a terrible thing, age. Like, but
Mm,
I think the body's starting to break down to our age, one, isn't it?
it is, aye. It's the wear and tear. It's the years building up.
Yeah. Do you think, like, if you get fit, can you get that back again to any sort of extent?
Can you get it back?
Can you get it back? Like,
Well, what do you call it? What do you call it? Joe Rogan always be on about that, and Mike Tyson's all about. What is it? Those kind of like embryonic cells you can get injected into you.
oh, I
I can't remember what that is.
I
Do you
don't
know what I
know.
mean?
Was this like, well, no, Lance Armstrong done the replacing the blood, didn't he?
That's I used to know what that was. That's basically replacing the blood tie.
Basically, they spun the blood, they took the blood out, spun it, and then fucking injected back in again, didn't they?
Was that not to confuse the drug doping and stuff like
Oh well,
to get the
that's what
the
it could
new
be as well. Aye,
blood
I don't know. I never really followed it. But
blood doping.
all I know is
That's
Wamba. I can look back on my career and be very proud that I put the same amount of Tour de France as Lance Armstrong.
the same amount of what?
Same amount of Tour de France wins as Lance Armstrong.
Yes, yes.
Very
You're up
proud of.
there with the best.
Yes, exactly. Even though I've never been on a racing bike in my life.
Yeah, but you match him every way.
The BMX was enough for me, but that was enough to get the same amount of Tour de France
BMX.
wins.
My BMX used to be a thing.
Sure, they were in the Olympics there.
Oh, that's right.
In fairness, do you know what? The pub actually sat down and watched that. I think it was the only thing he watched in the Olympics was the BMXs.
Apart from the breakdancing.
Oh, aye, aye.
Everyone used to watch breakdancing.
Did you see your daughter from Australia doing the breakdancing? Did you?
I seen that. How did that get? How was that a thing?
Like, I think she's a qualified breakdance teacher, and it's sort of like she gave herself the route into the to represent Australia at this because she brought she was a bit like Christopher Columbus. She's brought breakdancing to Australia. I mean, like, she's one of these pioneers. Like,
I was wondering, is that some kind of like protest that you're doing or something?
it seemed like it. Like, it's just
You know,
like I don't know nothing about breakdancing, but I'll put it this way: I was going, fuck, I could do better myself.
hi, back Ollie, yes, like this is going to be my interpretation of how to say back your all.
It's
Something
like
must have happened behind the scenes.
it must have. Do you know what it would have been like, Wamba? It would have been like throwing me into the 100 meters. All the boys going over the line in around 10 seconds, and then Farmer rocking up at 60 seconds. You know what I mean?
That's what I don't understand. See, you have to qualify first. So how do you qualify for the breakdancing?
Oh, but sure, her husband was the judge, apparently.
This is sounding very Irish. So it is.
That is in fairness, it is a nod and a wink, if you know what I mean.
No, no, right, guys, you go on ahead there. Say no more about
I
it.
say no more about it.
Aye. Yeah.
right?
So,
But you know what? I'd say she probably made more money out of being shite than she would have been if she was good, you know?
she's getting a lot of media coverage.
Aye, for all the wrong reasons. Like, but you know, she came out with
Mm.
this big statement the next day. She's very proud being a pioneer for Australian breakdancing and bringing breakdancing to the masses in Australia and all this shit. Like,
What are the rules? Like, does anybody know the rules of breakdancing? Is it street
no,
cred?
I mean, could you not just go out and kind of do a wee jave or something?
The
You know,
last time I heard about breakdancing was like in some kind of fucking A-Team episode in the 1980s.
did they do it in that?
Oh, well, there's something like that.
Fuck me.
Miami Vice.
But like, why is it in the Olympics? Like,
So,
but why is a lot of things in the Olympics? Like put it this way, do you know what annoys me about the Olympics is that, do you know what, Mamba, right? If somebody says to you, go and swim, and you just go and swim, right? But yet they give out fucking 80 medals or something for swimming, for all these different
but
ways to
different
fucking
types of
swim.
swimming.
I mean, you just do it the quickest way. You know, I mean, one medal for, oh, look, there's the best swimmer in the world. There's fucking
Uh,
joke. Like.
well, your argument there should be that you should just have one swimming race.
Aye, just a big swimming race, one for men, one for women, and just whoever crosses the line first wins the medal. And then,
Like a
like, I mean,
marathon. Like a
put it this way,
marathon.
right? Yes, but I mean, like,
Uh,
basically, see the Olympics. It's just a big sports day for the world. You know that's what it is. It's very
that's,
entertaining, but it's just a big sports day for the world, right?
that's basically how it started out when it was started up again.
Yeah,
2,000 years ago, it was Greek people coming together from around the world at that time saying, we'll do this for the gods. Sure, let's have a crack at this,
yeah.
right? Then it was started up again by, like, I think the Victorians or the Georgians or whatever, like, saying, we're all rich people who have free time to lark about. Let's do this for a laugh.
Aye, like I guarantee you, there was only one medal for swimming back then.
You're,
Guarantee you,
you're fucking, and they
guarantee.
did used to do it in the likes of the River Seine or something like that there.
Yeah, and then poisoned. Well, I suppose there probably was no pollution back then. Like,
Probably a lot less. Well, the sewer
mm.
system mightn't have been.
Don't know, there's plenty of boys pissing in the fucking water. That's what it was.
Oh, that reminds me. Oh, Jesus Christ. Right. I was chatting to a fella. I don't know if I should say his name. It's not about him, but it's about. Oh, oh.
Don't
I
say
tell
his
you what,
name.
I'll not say his name. I'll not say his name,
Don't say his
okay?
name.
I'll not say who he is, nothing. But he may come on sometime for a chat
Good.
and he can maybe choose to talk about it or not,
Yes.
okay? But he says, I'll say he's in a band. He is in a band, okay?
Oh, fuck, right,
And
right.
I'm not saying what gig or nothing, but it's quite a big gig, his hat, okay?
Right.
And this is in recent history, all right? And he says he went in and he's getting his setup and everything, like, and doing the gig, blah, blah, blah. And he says, actually, they finished their bit, and the other main offenders were coming on.
Yes.
So he went out to the fan to sort equipment and stuff.
Uh-huh.
He says you never seen you never seen the likes of it. He says, no, there you got the barriers, around protecting, keeping the public out and keeping the entertainers or band people in, saying the
Yes.
roadies and all.
Uh-huh.
He said, never seen the likes of it. He said, okay, we all are caught short now and again and have to go. But he says there was women and they were relieving themselves, okay? But not discreetly. Can you picture, like, a cow and the rear against the barricade of the shed? They were facing the wrong way.
Jesus Christ, mate. Can I just ask, what has this got to do with the Olympics?
I don't know why. I don't know why this triggered my mind. my memory of this.
It probably was on us on about pushing into the river or something.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
Was-
That's right.
But one, but there's another one. There's swimming, but cycling as well. Like a bike's a
There's what?
fucking cycling. There's about 100 medals for it too.
Aye,
A bike's a bike. Just have a big,
bike to bike.
just have a big tracker go up through the middle of a mountain, and then fucking whoever gets
There
over the
should be
line first.
Olympics for. Oh, do you know what there should be Olympics for? Look, there should be Olympics for making your own makeshift ramp and going over it on a bike.
Yes, yes. We need to go back to basics here, like,
Yeah, back to basics.
and like just measured and
And you can only have one bit of plywood
yes,
and a couple of blocks.
aye, aye. And basically, you get marks for how well it's made and whatnot. You have to draw a wee
That's right,
picture, and you
ingenuity.
have to draw a wee picture of the ramp, like if you're cat or something like that. And then
Yes.
a couple of marks for that, and then see how far you go. Is
Yeah.
other
And if
metric.
you mid flight and the handlebars come off, that's extra marks.
Yeah, that's what we need to get into the Olympics. That and
Right,
darts.
stuff
We
like
need to
that.
get darts in as well.
Aye, that's a really good one.
Well, there's fucking a lot of
There's
ones.
fucking, the fucking
Hey,
likes of tennis, Colin. Why not darts? Not that I'm saying
true.
it's an athletic comparison, but if they're thrown in any sport, like,
Yeah, and there's another one.
football's got the World Cup and Europeans and all. Why do they have to have Olympics too? Like,
No, it shouldn't be in it. And golf's the same. It shouldn't be in it. Like they're all getting
ah,
paid enough anyway. I'll tell you what I did love was you didn't see the boy in the shooting, did you?
no.
I had to
I
laugh.
didn't. I didn't get a
We're
chance to watch the Olympics.
we're talking about the Olympics like it happened yesterday. Like, this is the
I know.
latest late review that I've ever fucking heard of the Olympics. Like fucking middle of October. Like everybody forgot this.
Breaking news.
But there was this Turkish lad, and all these Americans were turning up with these visors and these big fucking eye patches, do the shooting and whatnot. And this boy just turned up with a fucking pistol and put his hand into his pocket and he came second. Like, but, but I mean, like, one way he looked like an assassin. Do you know what I mean? And I mean, like,
Aye.
I'm just thinking, how have we not produced an Olympic, shooter?
Oh, aye. That's
Like,
right.
like fucking,
The amount of
there's a lot of boys about here
not
with no practice. Like,
well, I not only with our history, but the amount of people when I was younger had a BB gun or something like
what?
that, out shoot the crows and stuff.
But do you know what? The same boys could shoot an arse cheek from 50 yards.
That's right.
You know, perfect on the arse. Like,
Or the biro pen with the wee bit of
yes, like a wee pea
uh-huh,
shooter.
like a
That
wee
should be in the
aye,
Olympics.
a chewed up wee bit of paper
Yes,
stuffed in. Yeah,
lovely. I'll tell
that's
you
right.
another thing should be in the Olympics as well, Wamba. Paper airplane flying, see who can get their paper airplane to go the longest.
Aye, but see, I've seen people at that crack, and it's kind of, in some ways, it's a bit amazing how they're able to do those paper airplanes. No, like the origami, is it origami or
Like, yeah, I origami or
yeah,
whatever.
like them there. But you wonder what else is going on in their life too, like to be able to do.
Don't have to pay. There's no wage anyway.
No, they haven't got a family, kids and stuff. Like,
To do that, eh? But I think there should be. I think. Do you know what we should do? We should have a Whinos Olympics, and
why no Olympics?
we should ask people to send in events.
Yes,
You
that's a
know,
good idea.
local events like foot and turf and stuff like that. Who can foot turf the quickest? No,
Oh, who can ripple?
who can wreckle? Exactly.
Oh, you've got different toughing events. You've got footing, rickling, and drawing.
Yes, like I mean, like
Right.
that there's the three stages.
Yes.
I mean, like I think there's how long till I've put this phone in the charger here. One was just down to 5%. Um,
Yeah.
I think there,
You'd have the McCluskeys from Plum Bridge
yes,
and well-known ricklers in the day.
but like that could be the triathlon, and the Winos Olympics.
Oh, I know, but hold on, it would last the whole summer.
But that's even better. Like that's exactly what we're looking for. We're looking at a full summer, so full
But
summer's worth of events.
It would all be dependent on a good summer.
Come here. Do you know what? This is a side note. I want to come back to the Olympics. Maybe we'll come back to the Olympics at some stage. But come here. Do you remember? Did you ever have it in Greencastle or a local town where the carnival or the fair came to town whenever you were younger?
Ah, it's sports day.
Sports day. But did boys ever land with these fucking rides and like they were absolute death traps? Like
Absolutely. That was half the appeal of them.
it was. I mean, like 97% of people get off these things alive. Like.
As a 10-year-old, you're seeing how far you could push it before people said, no, 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 you can't do that.
I know. I mind roaring to get off one thing one time, and I
Ah,
was thinking, do you know what? I was ahead of my years, actually, fucking even roaring. It was like this kind of like it was like a big wooden swing, and people
yeah,
sat on either side of it, and it was like a big fucking mass. It was like a boat, and then this
you can't.
fucking thing swung like fuck.
Yeah, that's the result of not having tablets or screen time.
That's true.
You know,
That's
what
true.
else would we do? We get all this rickety thing here to see will come out alive. That was fun. I survived.
Do you know? Do you know the best one was there were all ages on it.
Aye,
I
that's
know.
right.
They didn't give a fuck. Fucking, do you know what? There was a 3% chance you were coming off that dead. 3 out of 100 people, the more were coming home.
Yeah,
Were
and
coming
you
off
get
that
people
dead.
in the 30. You get people in the 30s and 40s. If you came off crying, they'd be laughing at you. You know what I mean? Oh,
I
look
know.
at him crying. He crying. Oh, oh,
And then you'd have a nickname for the rest of your life, like,
oh,
when they had it coming
oh,
off crying.
you make baby.
Mm.
Okay,
But but I mind them days, like, and there just used to be an old table over at the corner with packets of Farmer Brown's crisps and cans of Coke or cans of Panda Cola was another one. And like,
uh-huh.
it used to be like,
The greasy pole.
what
You'd
was
either
that?
have to climb up the greasy pole or go out it.
Fuck, that's right. That was another one.
Uh-huh. And they trying to hit each other off the big 6-inch plumbing pipe with the
Aye,
pillows.
yeah.
Pillow fight.
Yeah, pillow fight, and then there was always tug of war was always the center of it. The
Tug
centerpiece
of
of the day.
war or the men's 100-meter race at the end.
They've all wearing jeans.
And they all had cheese. That's
Swear to God,
great.
and do you know what? Anybody that turned up with a pair of shorts and them to run that race, they were fucking disqualified. Like,
Trying far too hard.
fucking get that fucker out of here. Hey?
Ah, yes. And you usually do the same one in every year.
Like for the 14th year old.
For
Like,
14th year in a row.
I know. Hey? And then the priest used to always make a speech at the end of it,
Ah,
about how it's been the best one yet. And, make sure everybody get the mass now next weekend and all that crack. Like,
uh,
don't be going onto the pubs soon.
and then they're all beat out of the Pope then.
I know why the boys that ran the 100-meter race they just kept running, so they did. We hit the town.
That's right.
Aye, I love them days. Like they were the highlight of your year. But you know what? Looking back, they're probably the shittest fucking things ever. But I think with that little to do back then, one with it.
But you'd go to one, so maybe there's a couple on during the summer in your
Aye,
parish. But you go to one in Greencastle, for example, and then one in Craigan, and
aye,
then one in Mountfield, one in Kildress, and one in, you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. I
So you
we
break
used,
up the year going to them.
I,
And then the odd day in Rossnowler or something like that there.
I. They're good days, whenever you think back to it now, like
Well, that's what I mean. No screen time and nothing.
no, no,
You had to, you had to be bored to then go, oh, fuck, I'll do this.
no. Screen time was Bosco, like
That's right. You could
who
only take 15 minutes of that.
the cub goes to me the other day. He goes, what were we watching on TV? Watching the darts, I think it was. He
Mm-hmm.
goes, don't worry, Daddy, I'll watch the rest of that on YouTube tomorrow. And I was going, but Marty, you do realize you're not going to be able to see this again. This is live, and this is happening now. And then there's another round tomorrow. And he couldn't
Aye.
understand how you have to actually sit at a certain time to watch something. And I
Yeah.
mean, it's even. I mean, sure enough, you could get it and catch up. But I mean, back whenever we were young, If you must Games Master,
That's right.
if you must Games
I
Master, that there was it. You weren't seeing it again.
Yeah, yeah, and it wasn't the same. It's not the same catching up with on YouTube. You know, when it's unfolding in front of you,
Yeah,
and you know that you can't then go on your phone and text or call or do you know what I mean and
yeah,
say, did you see such and such? And you know, so you had to sit and watch it, and then go into school or go in and see ones in the upcoming days to
yes.
then talk about it. Do you know what I mean?
Aye, exactly,
So it's
exactly.
completely different.
Can you imagine that there? The ones nowadays, the youngsters nowadays, watching Dennis Taylor and Steve Davis in the snooker final.
Aye,
Remember it on like the half one in the morning, they would have just fucking gone to half 11 and just going, I'll watch it and catch up tomorrow. Like,
yeah,
the
and they probably know half of everything that happened before they actually watch it and catch up.
yeah, exactly. I because it's on the app on the phone in the morning, like,
Yeah,
you know, magic, like they'll never know
Games
on it.
Master. You mentioned Games Master there.
Oh yes. I was watching a great documentary on the other day there.
What do you call the boy, the monocle?
Patrick Moore.
Patrick Moore. Yes, he was well into he was an astronaut.
He was.
I have to get this right because one's about trying to con people into believing you can tell the future and stuff from the orientation of the planets, and the other one is actual science about planets.
What do you call him? What do you call your wee boy? It's not Russell Brand's obviously Russell Brand, the bollocks, like, but who do you call him? Russell Grant, was it he was called?
Who
Do you
are?
remember do you remember
Oh yeah, you're
the
right.
wee fat
On
boy?
that weekday morning program on
Aye.
you. Aye,
He
aye.
was an interesting
Yeah,
character.
and we can say Venus is rising in the east. And all that there kind of crack.
It's been a bad year for Venus,
It's been back.
but excellent for Mercury, which means if you're a
Not the
Gemini.
yeah. Jupiter's on the 10th, so there's good opportunities for Libra. Something like
Ju-
that.
Jupiter's having a wonderful year.
Aye, total bloater, like
You know, he spun
Libra.
around the world. He spun around the sun with great ease this year. It should be a great year
Yeah,
for the Sagittariuses.
yeah. From have you got like a type of scar, some kind of scar on your left knee?
I from. Do you remember whenever they put down the first generation AstroTurf at the leisure centre?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah, from there basically kept open the same cut every time you played football. Like,
Yeah. Do you know how I knew that?
how? Oh, my left.
I've got.
No, it's my right knee. Go on ahead.
Oh, hold on. No, you're right. It's your right knee. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
but
Right
that
knee.
was from the PEC up at Belfast.
Yeah. I'm a clairvoyant. You know, I
Hey,
know these kind. I'm a clairvoyant. You know, I know these kind of things.
well, it's nothing to do with the fact that you were there doing a Jurgen Klinsmann day with me, but you didn't go through the glass, and I did.
Sorry, okay. That's a conflict of interest. Okay, all right. I forgot about that.
What was it? 9 hours in casualty getting the fucking thing cleaned out. They cleaned it out with a toothbrush, like. I mean, the whole knee was open, like from the glass. They cleaned it out
Thank
with
you.
a toothbrush.
Do you remember that? No, yeah.
I walked home, fucking never even noticed it. Got to the house, it was covered in muck, like head to toe, like.
I mind that all right. I mind you doing that, Kingsman, all right. You were in cloud nine, so you were.
It was brilliant, like through the muck.
Aye.
I know.
And then we got see there was no social media, so we couldn't have a blow by blow account of what was happening
Exactly.
following that. Only found out about a week after. Oh fuck.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Did you hear about Farmer, did you? The old clown
Uh
opened
huh.
up his whole knee. That was me out of football, like for I think it was a year and a half.
I remember I was in Carphone Warehouse when F Carphone Warehouse was at Omar, right?
Does the Garrett Food Warehouse still exist? Is it still in business? Like?
I don't know if it still exists.
Do you remember the time there was the racism in the Big Brother house? And
What time? What is that? Not most years.
I think it was the year of Jade Goody. Was it Shield?
Oh yeah.
Your dog Shilpa Shetty, was it she was called? Or
Upper
something?
something.
Aye.
Aye.
But like Stuart Lee done a bit on it. But basically the racism happened, and then the Carfood warehouse came out and said this is in complete odds with the ethos of the Carfood warehouse. I just thought it was very funny. I didn't realize what the ethos of the Carfood warehouse was, but it seems to be that they're against racism. Like, so fair play to the
What's it going
Carfood
to take
warehouse.
to attribute racism to a Carrefour warehouse? Like,
Exactly. You know, I didn't know that the Carfood warehouse had an ethos, even to be honest. But fair play to them for coming out against racism. Like,
well, to say that there, is it Dolce and Gabbana or Versace and is it being I can't remember, but they had close associations to Nazism, I think. Now I have to be very careful saying that. Well, I say I have to be very careful, but just said it like no,
aye,
but
aye. You see you up in court like in about 3 months' time. Like,
yeah, the Nazism or Nazism.
I don't know. I never dwelled on that for too long, one, but to be
Uh,
perfectly honest.
should
Um,
I even be saying that word? Am I allowed to say that word?
no, but I always come back to whenever the Nazis are mentioned. I always bring in the old. Well, it's not even a myth, like that Hitler invented Fanta.
Banter.
Fanta Orange.
I said Fanta. I Fanta was another one. Yeah, yeah.
Uh, that invented,
But
like, so. You
didn't
know,
do their sales any harm.
well, you see, I mean, like that. I don't. Well, I prefer Club, to be honest, with the bits on. I think it's the bits that make it one. But especially the Rock Shandy, the Club Rock Shandy's an elite drink. No, I wouldn't be a Fanta fan, eh? But I see
Which
the
came
love.
first, the chocolate bar or the drink?
It's a good point. Like, there's definitely a lawsuit there. Like,
You wondered that.
I don't know. Hey, it's interesting. Can we write that down to check out for next week? Ask Jeeves in that one there.
Currently
Um,
writing this down. Which came first? We'll just leave it at that, or we'll say club drink or club bar. Okay,
I right.
club,
You may as well write it down at this stage. Like. What's
club
what's your
bar.
favorite flavor of Club Bar? This was a
I
hot
haven't had a club
topic.
bar.
I had a
I probably haven't had a club bar in, I'd safely say, 10 years.
serious. Oh, you're missing out, Wamba. You're still an elite bar,
I moved for a long time. I moved from chocolate bars to tray bakes.
and
Biscuits are a given.
but
Biscuits are a given.
like Wamba, that's the most Tory thing I've ever heard. Yeah. But in fairness to you, I have to say, like, yeah, I
I've
mean,
become very middle class.
I mean, like, we've all got a little bit of Tory in us, like, in Trebek's, there's probably my bit of Toryism as well, like, you
Oh
know.
no, no, sorry. I'm a avid Whisper Gold.
Well, Whisper goes working class.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
always stay Whisper Gold to the core.
Is Whisper Gold more working class? No, I'd say it'd be.
No, I think it's working class with pretense. No pretenses.
It's kind of like working class with a bungalow,
No, so Whisper's working class, terraced or detached.
right?
Okay, but Whisper Gold is working class with pretenses to being middle class.
Right.
More of a
I
bungalow or detached house.
right. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I said semi-detached was the Whisper. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Double deckers very much. A tent in the middle of a fucking campsite or something would it
Double decker is you're still down pit.
be? You're just starting off on the property ladder.
Uh, you still walk down pit.
I don't know. I mean, like,
With the wee torch on the helmet and a
what would
canary
be
just to check that there's oxygen in the place.
like
Yeah.
what would the mansion be? What bar would it be?
What?
Like, say, a mansion.
What's that?
Like a castle or a mansion.
Oh,
Say if you
oh.
owned a mansion.
I thought you were saying the bar is called the mansion.
No, what bar would it be?
Mansion. Oh, that'd be something like I can't remember what it's called, but Oh no, would that be something like, what do you call them? Like a Kinder Bueno?
Mm, I don't know. I would see a Kinder Bueno as like it's sort of like a YouTuber that owns a pretty big house, but it's not a mansion. We're
Aye,
basically, there's absolutely like the whole thing could fall apart in the morning for the
yeah,
YouTubers, like. But
aye.
I don't know. I
Oh,
can't.
you know what the mansion is?
What?
Those dark chocolate bars.
Oh, Burnville
It's like that kind of crack.
or a
You get
Toblerone.
no that you get the fruit nut bars,
Uh huh.
but you get them, but with just dark chocolate. They might be Bornful and there's other ones too. Like
Aye. But or what about Toblerone, maybe? Or is it
uh,
Toblerone up market? Is it?
no, I think Toblerone is more Java, like a chav.
Right. So, I don't know. Maybe this is another one to throw out to the listeners again.
Toblerone's like a London geezer, chav, Essex.
Like your boy Bubble out of Big Brother. Do you remember him?
Aye, aye, something like
Oh,
that. Aye,
what?
you're right.
He,
Yeah,
he was a Cockney wide boy, as they called him.
yeah.
Aye, I think right. We
We
might.
were so see the way home from Dubrovnik. There was ones there from. We actually met them in Dubrovnik from Monaghan,
Uh huh.
right? But there was they were dead on. They were celebrating a 60th birthday. There was but there was one like a louder one, you know,
Right.
kind of West Pubs and all this again. But on the way home, at the duty free, we were watching. They happened to be getting the same flight on the way home,
Yeah.
and we were watching her. That one, and she was like getting about. See the wee alcohol bottles, you
Aye.
know. There's like a whole bin of them, like reduced price. And she must have got about, I know, full the basket. As much as she could get away with, like,
Mayday.
and Toblerone. Oh, that's good in there.
Oh, fucking hell. Do you know whenever we were coming home from Liverpool, we were kind of
Yeah.
looking about the airport, and do you know the way you're getting something last minute for the weigh-ins? So we looked and we seen a Barbie, so we got that for the cutty. And then we're looking about, and there's this like big, massive box of Tic Tacs with like 80 mini boxes of Tic Tacs inside it.
Mhm.
And I goes, I'll get that there for Matty. Matty will fucking love that. So he will. Like. But it was like about, I think it was about £15. But to be honest with you, I'm eating as many of them as he is. Like, fucking,
Ah,
I forgot how good the Tic Tac actually was. Absolutely delicious. Eh?
no, one of the things I hate about flying, right, is the whole, when you walk through, you go through all the makeup and
Aye, the
you know
smell.
what I mean? And there's people, sometimes you're with people who wants to stop off and, you know, just have a viewing of these kind of things. Or it's like, no, I just want to get through this bit. I don't
Yeah,
want the, I want to get to the bit where I can sit down and know that I'm okay for the flight. If it's in the bar, even better,
yes,
right? But just sit down and chill out,
yeah. It's,
And that's what I meant. Remember the last time I was speaking with Sweet Man and one about like we were sitting there and people pay for priority boarding, but they're queuing like 1 hour before the flight
yeah,
takes off. I was like, what are you playing at?
I know,
No, why are you putting so much stress on yourself and everybody else? Why don't you sit the flight down and chill out?
I know. Or go and look at a few perfumes for a while or something.
And I have worked out that actually you're far better off sitting down and waiting until everybody
It's on.
leaves.
Yeah,
And not only that, wait for another 5 minutes when they're all through the door and the people are just about to shut up shop
hmm,
and say, oh, you have to come now. Because once you get outside, you're waiting to get on the plane.
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. You see, one, but if you even wait until they call out your name, uh,
yeah.
Sean McGrath come to the departure desk and whatnot, all that there, correct? And then you go, right, well, do you know what? That's basically priority boarding then for you. Through
That's it.
no queues,
Exactly.
no baby
Priority boarding in reverse. That's
exactly.
it.
No baby steps all the way down the stairs and nearly falling over
First
yourself and
plain path
tripping
the whole way through.
exactly
None of this baloney happening.
straight out onto the runway, up the steps, and do you know what? Your seat's waiting there for you.
Yes. Me and your brother Marty on the way home from Munich, we decided we'd let everybody else rush on through and we'd have a wee stops on the way.
Uh-huh.
So that was all right. We thought plenty of time, couple of hours to go here. Stopped a few wee places in the airport, on the way
Yeah.
to get into the flight. And then there was a bit we had to go through. It was like a security pass thing. Even though we'd already been through security, but there's a bit we had to go through again.
Uh-huh.
And then we realised because there was a delay in this bit, and then we realised, holy shit, we've got like 10 minutes to get through this bit. If we don't get through this bit, we have to fucking get the next flight or something. Oh fuck, what am I going to do? Thankfully, you haven't seen our worried faces. I think it was, and he created an extra wee avenue for us to get down.
Fantastic.
Not the usual Irish thing of taking somebody to the side and go, hey, this is the crack here. And we got through. But we were worried there. We thought, oh,
Right.
well, fuck it.
Boundary. You don't want to be alone in Munich, hey?
We were too lax. Oh, no, you don't want to be alone in Munich. Of all the places in the world.
No, definitely. Hey, 56 minutes, Wamba. And do you know what the best is? I don't even know if this will come out recorded, right? Or fuck off.
Ah, yeah.
But
Just fun anyway.
it's been a good catch up anyway between two friends, like
That's it.
at the end of the day, like so. No, I don't know. Sure, we'll see. We might fire this out in video. We might fire it out in, on audio. Just I don't know. I need to see what the crack is.
Might get a wee glass of wine.
Fuck me. Hey. You're in for it tonight, boy. Long night, hey.
Oh, that's me. That's a knee noise. That's what it is.
The knees are fucked. Hey. It's the same with me as the cartridge of my knees too. Hey, fucked.
Bucket handle tear form. I've got bucket handle tear.
Buckled handle tear.
Yeah, the cartilage ripped away from where it's meant to be, and it goes in between. So you've got your bone come from above, and your bone come from below, and
Mm.
then you've got your knee in between, and then your knee, you've got this patella in front of the knee. That's the bony bit in
Oh,
front. Then you've got the two bones in behind, and then in between you've got your cartilage there. So the bucket handle tears when it rips away from it's meant to be, the cartilage, and it's like a bucket handle shape, goes in between the two bones rather than sitting in front of the bone.
yeah, oh, fuck, I get you.
So whenever it goes jiggly about sometimes, whenever I'm moving about the wrong way, and then it's the bones or nerves and stuff that's kind of rubbing against each other.
Lovely. You know what? Like,
Talking about, sorry, I was just thinking, talking about a bucket handle, right? When's the first time you realised you could whang a fucking bucket around with water in it without it spilling out?
that's very, very good. It was probably at the beach,
The beach? Good call, huh?
probably, and probably a bucket full of piss. So it was from the ocean water, like
Oh, the jellyfish!
on the jellyfish. Aye, fucking whaling the
What am I
jellyfish.
going to do with this fish? I can't put it.
Well, that's a good one actually, because I was young, might have been 7 or 8.
Probably was.
I
Probably
don't
7
know. I'm not sure what to the call. We'd be fascinated by that. Like,
It was probably on an episode of How.
I do. What do you call your boy that was not in the fucking great name?
I can't remember. I can picture them, but I can't remember them. There's like a panel of 3 people, and that's
Yeah,
How for now.
out for now. It was the younger boy. He had a fucking cracking
But
name.
Johnny Ball reveals all. Johnny Ball reveals all.
John,
Who's the father of? Johnny Ball is the father of Zoe Ball.
So,
Soy ball.
soy ball. Yes, yes. Oh no, I knew that there. All right, knew that there.
Yeah.
Do you know what you were saying about fucking that cruise ship? No, do you know what, Wamba? I think, I think in a way, like my body feels fucked at the present moment, right? And it's in direct correlation to my Kiara. My Kiara is fucked at the moment. Do you know what I mean? You know the
Is
way.
that not a correlation to being in Liverpool or this COVID?
Oh, the COVID. A few drinks and then you've got COVID.
But your car's at play too.
My car's fucking about. Do you know whenever a car? There's nothing really wrong with it. It starts losing power. Do you know what I mean?
Right, so you have to get out and push it. Or is it
No,
like
well,
the Flintstones?
the plus. Imagine just putting a hole in the fucking floor of the car and
Uh, get more horsepower, bobber power.
farmer power. But it keeps dropping power, And then it was like about 3 weeks ago. I was coming home from a tournament with a cub up in Island, and all of a sudden the fucking engine light came on. And Wamba, whenever the engine light comes on, you're going, "This is 300 at least." Like,
Aye,
before even fucking, anything properly needs to be done to the car. Like,
aye.
so you're going, "That's 300 dead." Hey, so anyway, that there was grand. The engine light was on for a couple of days. And I thought, fuck this here anyway. So anyway, I'll go up to the town. I'll go up to the town and get myself a Chinese anyway. So I went up and got the Chinese, put the Chinese in the seat, turned on the car. Couldn't believe it. Engine light gone, Wamba.
Ooh,
The Chinese was excellent as well, by the way. Like, but that was the fucking best Chinese I've ever had.
correlation does not lead to causation.
Exactly. The guy says that Chinese put me in credit of £290, so it did. So I was going. It mightn't have done much for my waistline, but it saved me £280 that Chinese, and it hasn't come on since again. Then,
Yeah. So
but
keep going for Chineses. You'll
I
save
so
yourself before
anyone out there, if your engine light comes on, go for a Chinese, like.
go for Chinese. Yeah. I
Yeah.
know a fella who I know a fella who if you so we're driving the van, right? The red light to come on for the fuel.
Uh-huh.
He'd cover over the red light with whatever he could get.
Go for
So that'd be out of his mind. Take the worry out of his mind. I've got a
Oh,
fucking line about just going over the red light. That doesn't exist. Doesn't exist. It's not there
that's
anymore.
class. The pattern light's a conspiracy theory.
Right. If you're
the
not
cars,
aware of it, it doesn't exist.
the conspiracy theory is that the cars don't actually need pattern. Like, that their light comes on just because the government want it.
It'll run in air. It'll run in
Aye.
air.
The government have got you every direction of this pattern.
Uh-huh.
Very good. Right, well, hey, when we wrap her up, hey, that's an hour and three there, so it is. Hey.
Dead on
And
fire.
I need to
Another
get
thing.
bed. I need to get to bed to get rid of this COVID. So do so.
Aye, okay. All right.
You know, I'll always second. Right. I'll see you in a bit.
Good luck for her.